Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Dana, everyone's favorite Libra. Well, almost everyone's. Anyways, tonight, this is what I'm drinking. Old Faithful's Cali Red by 19 Crimes. I like it. This is my go-to. This Genesee, I have like my picks that I drink all the time. Freak Show, Juggernaut. It's quite a few of, and they're all red. They're all red wines, but these are wines like if I don't know what I want to drink, I'll go to these. So I opened up, I actually went to the liquor store because I did this video last night, but I didn't like how the video actually looked. Not that I didn't like how I looked, but the video didn't look too clear. Like I feel like my camera was dirty. Anyways, I ended up getting this. No, let me rewind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Lauren got me this wine, and that wine tastes so good. I actually got my butt up today to go to the liquor store just to get that wine. But guess what? None of the liquor stores carried it. I only went to 2 different liquor stores, but none of them carried it. So I said, well, I know it's an Italian wine. I posted it on my Instagram story the other day. I asked both these owners, I'm like, you don't have this? He's like, no. I was like, do you have something similar? One guy did, but I ain't trust him because he acted like he didn't know what was going on. But the other guy said he didn't have anything. So I ended up getting this because there's these letters right here. If you can see that. Well, you can't. But this right here was on the other bottle. So I was like, gotta taste somewhat similar. No. It didn't. So this tastes like Taylor Port. If you like Taylor Port, you will love this. But I don't like Taylor Port. So I don't like Taylor Port. I don't like Capriccio. I don't like none of those. So, but if you do like Taylor Port, that is for you. I only had not even a whole glass. I probably had this much of it. And y'all know I fill my glass up to the top. So yeah, that explains a lot. And y'all know I like wine. That's just not it. So anyways, the reason why you're here is because I'm going to tell a story of one of my awful dates. I am. Cheers to that. I know y'all going to be like, how does this wonderful human being have bad dates? Girl, guy, bruh. I sure can pick them. I sure can pick them. But half of the time I want to blame it on the liquor. Blame it on the goose, blame it on Patron, blame it. That's me. Because this definitely has to be blamed on the alcohol. For real. So anyways, me and my girlfriend not girlfriend, but hey, homegirl, we went to brunch early in the day. But of course, our asses did not want to go home. So let's go somewhere else. Where you want to go? Girl, I don't know. Let's go to La Marina. Okay, let's go to La Marina. So we went to La Marina. That's how old this is. That's how old it is. We went to La Marina. So we get to La Marina and we are toasted. We are drunk. Yeah. So anyways, La Marina is closing. We leave. We're waiting on our Ubers because guess what? We don't drink and drive. I mean, we may drink on our way, but we don't drink and we don't, y'all know what I mean. So we ended up leaving La Marina, and as we're waiting for an Uber, this guy pulls up on a motorcycle. Here go my bird ass. Hey, how you doing? Dana, sometimes you just need to be quiet. Like, just shut up. So, of course, he circles back. How you doing? I'm like, hey. I can't really tell y'all what we talked about in that brief interaction that we had, but we did exchange numbers. But I don't really remember what he looked like. All I will say is he had very pretty eyes. Okay. Moving on. So, we're texting each other. I don't think we talked on the phone, but we're texting each other and stuff like that, which is cool. He says he wants to take me out. I'm like, okay, where we going? He's like, what do you like to eat? I have No problem. No problem telling you where I want to eat. I want seafood. If I don't want seafood, I want wings. If I don't want wings, I want a steak. It's very easy for me. Very easy. If I don't want a steak, I want Asian food. Like, I'm very easy. Soul food. I'm very easy. When I got a taste for something, I'm going to get what I want. Italian food, whatever. So he's like, what would you like to eat? Seafood. Oh, where do you normally go? Mind you, this man lives in Queens. I live in New Haven, Connecticut. He's like, where would you like to go? I said, well, me and my friends always go to City Island. We go to the Crab Shanty. He's like, all right, bet we could go there. All right. Going to Crab Shanty. And I don't know about y'all, but I love Crab Shanty, and the drinks be so strong. Like, I love Crab Shanty. They need to sponsor me. So anyways, the day comes for us to meet up. I put on a maxi dress. It was really hot that day, so I was like, I'm gonna put on a little maxi dress, you know, be cute or whatever. And, you know, get myself together. It's the first date, right? You want to look good on your first date. You want to make a good first impression, right? Right. So I tell him, he goes, which I thought was very, very, very strange. He says, I'll come pick you up. You're going to drive from Queens to New Haven, to the Bronx, back to New Haven, then back home to Queens? Nah, you're not doing all of that. Now, if it's my boyfriend or it's my man, I'm going to be like, okay. But he probably wouldn't be going home, because where you going? You staying here. Where you going? Where you going? You staying home. So anyways, I'm like, no, we're not doing that. I said, that's too much. I said, how about this? I said, if you don't mind, we could meet in Stanford. I could park my car in my job parking lot, and I could meet you across the street and at the Dunkin' Donuts, and then we could go on our way. He's like, okay, cool. So the day comes, I get dressed, we go. I had a maxi dress on. I park my car. As I'm walking across the street to meet him, he has on a wife beater. Now, I'm not tripping at first, because I'm like, well, maybe he got the wife beater on because, you know, it's hot, he's driving, he had a long drive, you know, maybe he has a shirt in the back, he doesn't want to get wrinkled, that type of situation, because I've seen guys do that before. They don't want to wrinkle up their stuff, so they drive in their tank top. Not a big deal. So as I get in the car, he's like, okay. He was like, let's go. So I was like, hey, it's a lot of traffic. I don't think we should go to City Island because 95 South just looks like a shit show. It looked like a parking lot. He was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, because first and foremost, after seeing him, I'm like, I don't want to be stuck in traffic with this man. I didn't. I don't want to be stuck in traffic with him. Secondly, I just was like, it doesn't make any sense for us to be stuck in traffic when you have to go all the way back to Queens. So he's like, okay, cool. He was like, do you know any spots in Stanford? So I was like, well, it's a strip, you know. It's a strip. We could find somewhere to go and chill, hang and have drinks and appetizers and food or whatever. He's like, all right, cool. So I take him downtown. I don't know what that street is called. For my Stanford people, y'all gotta tell me what that street is called. It has all the restaurants and bars. I can't think of it, but maybe, is it Atlantic Street? I don't know. We end up going to Brother Jimmy's. But let me get to the good part. So I say, because I look, my nosy ass looked in the back seat. You ain't got no shirt? He was like, no, I ain't wear one. I said, well, why wouldn't you bring a shirt, silly? He said, because it's hot out. What you mean? You on a date. You on a first date. We're not going to the beach. We definitely wasn't going to Crab Shanty with your wife beater on. Then your wife beater is inside out. Who's doing that? Who's letting you in? Crab Shanty with an inside out wife beater. Who? You know the owner? Cause you dressed for Seafood City. Like, what? Anywho, he goes, should I go buy one? I was like, nah. I'm not spending any more time with this man than I have to. Ain't no buying, none of that. Like, let's just go to Brother Jimmy's. Because, and then again, Stanford could be bougie too. Stanford, no shirt, no shoes, no service. And like, what were you thinking? Come on. Now, let me just put this in there. This is a PSA. Even if I'm not attracted to you, if you have a great personality and you funny and you tall and you like to eat the same foods I like to eat, like we can vibe. It's a vibe. I don't necessarily have to be physically attracted to a guy to give him the time of day, right? Because the older I get, the more I'm like, shit, hell, I don't give a fuck what this dude look like, because at this point, I just want some company. Hello. Somebody who could match my energy, But, I'm going to have that one day. Anywho. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not really tripping off how he looks physically. He did have some really pretty eyes. But the wife beater, why would you wear a wife beater on your first date? Even if he wore a white tee, I could have been like, all right, cool, he got on a white tee. But you got on a wife beater and it's inside out. You know it's inside out when the line is sticking out right here. It was a fresh one, but still, it's inside out. And it's a wife beater. And you're wearing it on a date. Let that mean. Like, why? Okay, so we go to Brother Jimmy's. Yes, it gets better. We go to Brother Jimmy's. We sit down. I said, I'm going to the restroom. He said, oh, no problem. I don't know who I text. It probably was one of my girls like, yo. The fuck? I go back to the table. Waitress comes. She's like, can I get y'all something to drink? I think I ordered one of their signature cocktails. I don't remember. And at first I didn't want to drink because I'm like, yo, I want to get the fuck out of here. This dude is just different. And sometimes different could be good, but in this case, it was not good for me. So he's like, you don't want to drink? I'm like, oh, I'll drink. So I ordered whatever kind of cocktail they had. And then he's like, do you have a Henny Colada? So I wasn't really mad about that. I wasn't tripping about that because I guess he figured we were going to... The sirens is going off. I guess he figured we were going to City Island, and most restaurants on that strip have Henny Coladas. Whatever. So she's like, oh, unfortunately, we don't serve cognac, which is not unusual for different establishments to not serve cognac. Y'all know what cognac is, right? You got your cognac, you got your whiskey, you got your tequila, you got your gin. It's sneaking up on me. You got your rums and what other liquors and liqueurs that is out there. Tequila, vodka. He goes, oh, you don't have Henny? And she's like, no. He goes, do you have Crown Royal or E&J? Remy? Bruh. Hold on, y'all. So I go, there's no cognac. And he's giving me this look like, that means they don't have that, hun. They don't have those other ones neither. They don't have E&J. They don't have Remy. They don't have Crown Royal. They don't have those. But it's Crown Royal. I'm not even finna think about that. That's crazy. You ain't know what cognac was, brother? Come on now. You should know what cognac is. Shit. Anyways, moving forward. He asked for a margarita. Okay. He gets a margarita. He goes, wait, what's in a margarita? Bruh. Tequila, sour mix, lime, or whatever other flavor they got. He goes, can you do it with vodka? The waitress was so dope. She kept her cool because I would have been like, what? I would have instantly got an attitude like, this dude is stupid. But that waitress was dope. She handled her scandal like she did the damn thing. She was like, sure, you want vodka, lime, and sour mix? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you could get like a Patron margarita if you don't want the regular tequila. He's like, nah, I don't really like tequila. But you want a margarita. Why not just if you want to do... I digress. So that's what he ordered, honey. He ordered a vodka margarita. So then, now we're looking at the menu. If y'all been to Brother Jimmy's, y'all know the menu is not that extensive. It's pretty basic shit. It's not nothing that you can't pronounce, none of that. This fool looking at the menu like... So the waitress comes back. She says, do you guys know what you guys would like to eat? Or do you know what you want to order? Or do you need more time? I said, I know what I want. You give me the chicken sandwich, blah, 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 blah. Or a burger, whatever one I got. He goes, I'm just going to get some wings. You did all of that just to order some wings? Really? And not for nothing, maybe he has a hard time, reading. I don't know. That's not funny. I know a lot of people who can't read. So it's unfortunate, but it's like, bruh, you on a first date. I don't know about you, but I know my guy friends and family members and stuff like that who's been on first dates. They lit. They taking girls to STK and Philly Chow and stuff like that. I'm upset when I think about that shit. And y'all wait till my next story time. Y'all gonna be so mad. I don't know if y'all gonna be more mad at me or more mad at the guy, but y'all gonna be mad. Anyways, we order our food. I'm about to end this, but it's still a little bit more. So we about to eat our food. Cool. Eat my little chicken sandwich. And usually if you're on a date, especially a good one, the conversation is great. You're going back and forth, you're asking questions, and it's not someone drilling you, and it's like, it's a give and take. It's a back and forth. You're inquiring about this other individual sitting across from you. This wasn't a back and forth conversation. This was a fourth and fourth conversation because he talked my motherfucking ears off. I've never met a guy that can outtalk me. Well, I'm lying. I'm so lying. I have. But That was different. This one right here, he is talking up a storm. And y'all know me, I'm cool. I'm a nice person. So I'm just sitting there. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Oh, wow. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh, well. I didn't get a word in. Even if I wanted to get a word in, I couldn't. So we get our food. He's still talking forth and me. And he goes, "Can I ask you something?" I'm like, he wants to ask me a question. Of course. Ask me anything. Anything. Can I come sit next to you? That's not what I thought he was going to ask. And y'all know me. I'm like, come on. Come on. What the fuck you want to sit next to me for? So he sits next to me. And he's like, say like this is my shoulder. I'm him. I swear to y'all, I swear he did that shit. Wow, you smell good. And I was like, thank you. But it's hot. It's hot. I'm a little hot. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. He was like, I just felt like we were too far away. I'm sitting across the table. Bruh. Go on back over there. Go on back over there now because I'm getting tired. I'm tired. I've been out here too long with you. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. I'm ready to go. So finally, he gets the check and he's like, oh my God, thank you for coming out. Like, I really enjoyed your company. I said, thank you for the meal. It was very nice. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because anybody who feeds me, I'm going to be very appreciative and thankful. Because they don't have to do that. People do not have to spend their hard-earned money on you. They do not. No, they don't. So thank you for filling my belly. Because I ate that whole burger, sandwich, or whatever it was. I know I ate the whole thing, honey. Yes, I did. Cheers. I'm that girl who will eat what's on my plate and your plate and order the food to go for take home. Yes, I will. And I will take your food too. Ask about me. Anyways, he gets the check. He pays it. We good to go. I leave. I go home. He sends me a text. He made it home safely. I said, great. Thank you for lunch. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're so kind. He said, no problem. He said, let me know when you want to do it again. Never. But of course, I'm not going to tell him that. But as the night goes on, I get about 7 motherfucking selfies from this brother. I ain't asked for them pictures. He sends me selfie after selfie after selfie. Men, let me tell y'all something. Or women. Because I know some guys be like, I ain't asked that bitch for no picture. Excuse me. But I've heard these conversations. Unless he asks you for a picture, and unless y'all seriously like messing with each other like that, don't send him no picture. And men, I don't want to see, if you take a better selfie than me, I don't want to see it. Sure don't. Don't send me no selfie unless I ask you. Unless I rock with you like that, I want to see you. But if I just met you, and you wasn't sending me pictures when I just met you, because if you would have sent me the pictures, I would have avoided the date. I would have avoided that date. Yes, I would. I wouldn't have been on it. I wouldn't be here telling y'all the story because he would have sent me pictures before and I wouldn't have went. Sure wouldn't have. But anyways, I stopped talking to him. He eventually caught the hint, stopped texting me. I know that. All right, so that's the end of the date. But here's what I want to say, because I want to know y'all opinion. To ghost or not to ghost? That is the question. I've talked to people who say ghosting is juvenile and it's triggering as F. So, do you ghost or do you not? I've been guilty of ghosting. I've been ghosted. Of course, you don't like how it feels, but I feel like when there's not a lame ass excuse as to why you don't want to talk to me, I would prefer the ghosting over you telling me I don't like you. I don't mind you ghosting me. Ghost me, honey. You don't got to ever talk to me again. Especially at my age where I'm at now. I'm 39. I'll be 40 in September. So I don't really care if someone ghosts me. I don't. Especially if it's new. Like, if it's somebody you've been involved with for a while, I get it. But somebody new? Bye. There's nothing invested here. See ya. But I want to know what y'all think. To ghost or not to ghost? That is the question. But anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment, subscribe, answer my question. To ghost or not to ghost? I want to know. Because we're going to be talking about being single at 40, being in relationships at 40, 39, whatever. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about bad dates. We're going to talk about work. We're going to talk about everything because I have a whole bunch of shit in my brain and I got to get it out. So let me know what y'all think. Hit me up. Oh, turn that post notification bell on so you know when I post, because I'm going to try to post twice a week. Some will be story time. Some will be me just talking my shit because that's what I do. So, yeah, we're going to talk about everything on my channel because I'm transparent as F. But anyways, like I said before, if you like what you see, let me know if you want to see more. Let me know what I could do differently. Holla at me, and I'll put all my stuff in the description box below. Later.